match here. So we're gonna be actually seeing Blaze on a new pick, which is Jaehyun. We've seen him on the Tesca in past and previous streams, but now he's gonna be over to the Jaehyun. You know, utilizing the great sword a little bit. I know he has a Magyar in his back pocket as well too, so he's gonna be interesting to see how he utilizes his Jaehyun to his advantage, and maybe it is, you know, the pick that's needed to get him, you know, the W against Knic here. But this is kind of a battle between.
That's just a dodge. Wow, already he gets like a 6-piece off on the great sword.
Yeah, like
and doesn't get the dodge this time. So Knic is at least trying to adapt to not getting the dodge red on great sword.
Yeah. Like you said, Jaguar, I mean, you haven't seen Blaze a lot. That's because Blaze is kind of the new kid on the block, kind of still, right? I mean, the last tournament he played in was actually his first tournament. This is his second tournament with us. But, I mean, he's been kind of a name in the clan a little bit. But he's trying to make more of a name for himself here. And, I mean, what other way than to try to beat someone like Knic?
After that, Nic's not going to make it back, and Blaze takes the first stock. I suspect we're going to stay on great sword here.
No, 100%. Look at this great
Catches
sword.
The dodge, going into the weapon. So now Knic finally has the weapon, gets recovery. Let's see. So still holding on to a little bit of a lead there, but Blaze is now in red, so might not be able to get too much more extra credit. Blaze tries to stick around here, get safely back.
Knic special!
And there decides to take it.
Jaguar, I'm gonna explain this term to you, right? Anytime you see a Lucian downsig coming out from Knic, it's called the Knic special. This is it's kind of dubbed in the in-house tournaments. He utilizes that downsig. Oh, just like that, Knic special.
There it is again.
The Knic special, yeah.
Sair catches. Does make it to Dare back to stage. Weapon throw won't do very much, but there is the ground pound. Let's see. So Knic is up on the guitars again. There's the sig.
What is juicy side sig?
And
Blaze just trying to kind of find a footing right now, trying to see if he can take the second stock with a ground pound.
Sarah, ground pound. Knic is not going to make it back from that, so Blaze throwing the weapon all the way up to the heavens and taking the great sword again.
Amazing stuff.
Blaze are absolutely going for reads here to try to really pick up the damage here, but throws away the great sword, so looks like we'll have sword now.
Yeah. I mean, he's just trying to find any damage he can right now, but Knic is trying to make this even as can be. Gets in light, doesn't get the Sair, goes for the recovery, doesn't connect. You see Knic just kind of playing around a little bit, just trying to avoid any sort of extra credit that Blaze is trying to build up right now and trying to rack up. That's why he's trying to play on the edge. He's trying to get these 1 or 2 hits in there. But, I mean, he's having a hard time into getting the stock out of here. He gets that 2-piece combo, but nothing more. Ooh, what a nice NC. Good attempt, though, but Blaze wasn't in the fire with a straight recovery.
And there's recovery to catch.
Able to catch and lead to the KO, and just like that here, Jaguar, it's even for our first game of this second set for today's stream.
That's right. That's right. So we have Knic on guitars now, and the NSYNC catches, and gets that stage, but not going to get the double recovery off there on Lucian. Getting a little bit more there, a couple nairs.
Oh my god.
And weapon throw, keep going, and an NSYNC, and already Blaze is in orange.
Knic special.
Not able to get too much more off. Let's see, so Knic makes it back. Blaze finally picks up the sword, but already a damage deficit to be making up right now. We have Blaze trying to go in heavens and right into guitar's range, and I don't believe that connected. It won't be enough, but tries again, does not work with the side sig.
Look out for Blaze.
Staying off stage, avoids the side sig. So it is down to last stock orange and red here. So anyone could win this.
No, 100% here. One good string from Blaze, and that's Knic stock gone here. And one good signature from Knic, and that's it for him. You see, he's just trying to avoid those Knic specials. Oh, what a string!
Watches! Not enough, though.
It's not
That's
enough.
A great sword again. Weapon toss. Still has great sword. Knic is misses with the side light, and Knic gets a punish off. Blaze needs to make it back to stage now. Both sides, right after last hit. Not able to get off that blaster's hit.
It's coming down to last hit here, Jaguar.
Yeah, they are playing really, really cautiously. Blaze throwing stuff out. Recovery won't be enough. Weapon throw down. Doesn't get any more off Blaze, so that means we're still in a last stock situation. Weapon throw, and Knic erupts with the unarmed.
Oh my god,
and
that's
now
gonna do
Blaze
it.
on sword recovery will take it. What a game, the announcer says. Blaze wins game 1.
No, indeed, what a game. That was just such a close match coming down to the end there. I mean, you look at the damage that they were both at. They were both barbecue sauce health. And just one recovery is all it takes from Blaze in order to get that KO. And able to get that game as well, too. And we're going to be immediately going back. I mean, same picks, no swaps whatsoever, and it seems like, I mean, the adjustment from Blaze. Blaze remembered that one set that they had from that Spirit Royale stream where he played the Tesca and it didn't work out. Now he's been practicing this great sword, and Jae Yun, it seems like it is the pick here to beat one of his kind of rivals in the clan, I would say.
Yeah, I'll say, like, it's working well. I don't really see a reason to swap there. Really the swamp, like good greatsword is always really strong.
Yeah.
Although I'm not like it's Magyar might be good with like the hammer buffs if we'll start seeing that a bit more in case the Jae-Yun isn't able to perform as much.
Yeah, I would say though, like even if you look at kind of you look at his stats spread from that last game, he did utilize the sword in a very good amount. I mean, it was like I believe 200 damage on the sword to 320 on the greatsword, so not that bad of a spread across weapons. So I mean, he's been utilizing that a little bit. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the Magyar he might find a little bit more success. He's gonna have a little bit more defense as well too to fight this Lucian, who I mean, Qatar's recently got that nerf where I mean it doesn't do as much damage as before. So I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe it can work out to his advantage, perhaps. But starting off into this second game here, Jaguar, we're immediately seeing once again neck and neck between both of these players. I did not expect less.
Yeah. So Blaze got a lot of damage earlier on in the stock with the landing a lot of swords there and a recovery as well. Right now in Greatsword trying to take it off, recovery will not be enough. Not able to get anything off of that opener. So we are still kind of dancing around with each other, and Cat punishes the side sig well with that Sarah.
What a nice Sarah coming in for Blaze. Able to get that stock out of there, and just like that, I mean, Blaze right now is up, but he has to build extra credit, and that's what he's doing right now with the great sword!
Oh, no, Sarah catches the 7-piece!
Oh my goodness. He's ordering the whole combo here, Jaguar.
Yep. Oh, for combo him and all his friends. Absolutely. Already in orange.
There we go.
And there's the delight. There's the delights there to finally take the stock, but did get a lot of extra credit on there, so does have an advantage in this second stock now. Yeah,
but Knic has the guitars in hand, and if we know anything about Knic's guitars, is that he can rack up quick damage, and also, I mean, with those signatures as well too, he's gonna be able to get that out, get some nice damage in. But
it's another Sarah. Well-spaced Sarahs and sword are really doing quite well for Blaze, but let's see, Blaze will keep greatsword.
Yeah,
so having this back pocket tool seems to be what's working for Blaze, so maybe it'll be Jae-Yun all the way.
Perhaps. I mean, it's been working, so why not? Well, why switch it? But, I mean, right now, Blaze is just... He's up so much right now, and the greatsword is just... It seems like Knic just doesn't know how to play against his greatsword from Blaze.
Knic's doing alright, as I mean, with, to basically not have too much there, like... is only getting read a couple times on Greatsword. Greatsword is really like if you get your one dodge red, the opponent can build up a lot of damage with these strings, and I know he's been practicing those. Like that's why Blaze is a brawlhalla.
Yep, 100%. And just like that, I mean, Knic able to kick out that stock, evening up the stock count, but still, huge hill to climb coming in from Knic, but he's up for the task. He has to rack up the damage, and he has to space Blaze really well. He cannot be hit with those recoveries. He cannot be hit by a Seer. He cannot get hit by a signature or anything. He needs to rack up quick damage.
Yeah. Like, Knic's in the air, and that's where Greatsword actually is really strongest, and that's unfortunate.
What an anticlimactic way to end that game there. And just like that, Blaze has Knic onto match point. So, I mean, that's crazy.
I know what Knic was probably going for, hoping that ground pound hits, and then quickly taking a stock, and then going for and then that was in the game because I guess they were on the last stock. But going for it the cheap way as opposed to trying to build up the damage. And if it works, it works, as we saw in the previous set. Right now we're going to a 3-platform map this time. We're going to go into Terminus. All right, we are going into Game 3 right now. And we've got the no changes on Legends despite that. So we still have we still have the Lucian on the Knic side. Knic needing this game in order to catch up here, and we've got the 3-piece combo going right away. There hits the Sair, but isn't able to catch this spot dodge, and so but that side sig will catch. Knic already in orange there, keeps a great sword. That side sig won't catch, and so we have Blaze with a current not able to pick up that dodge, but Blaze still having a bit of a damage lead. In this first stock here, game 3.
Sorry for the little interrupt, everybody, but we're back. I'm back at least. But you know what's interesting I'm seeing here, Jaguar, is we're seeing a small terminus coming in for this game number 3. I mean, Blaze is up right now, but if I'm a greatsword player, I would not want to go over to small terminus. I mean, you have the platforms. It's definitely not going to benefit you. You know, I would probably want to like pick Demon Island perhaps, where you have a flat stage and you kind of force your opponent to go into these strings. But
I think Knic's Demon Island.
Somehow, I mean, go ahead.
I think it's either small terminus or the 3-platform map or Mos Eisley. I don't remember, but I don't think Demon Island was struck.
I see, but I mean, you know, Blaze right now, he doesn't care about the map, to be honest, because he's cooking regardless. And you're seeing right now, he's up right now with a pretty good lead, but he's looking to build that extra credit going here. And if I'm Knic in this position, I do not want to be, I mean, you can't afford to drop this game because you're on, I mean, match point for this set, for the winner's side run. If Blaze wins against you here, you're going to be going down to elimination side, and that's not going to be good for you. So Blaze right now, he has such a good foothold in this set here. Knic needs to answer back quickly, but it seems like Blaze has Knic figured out.
Yeah, so far still only in light orange Blaze is, and now up a whole stock here. Catches that dodge of the greatsword. Now there, and Knic is not going to be able to make it back with the Knic special.
I love how he dubbed the Lucian down sig the Knic special, man. It's so hilarious. Shout outs to Logan, my goat, who dubbed that. But anyways, getting back to the grand scheme of the set here, Blaze is just pushing his lead even more, and it seems like, I mean, the lead is just being, it's already been established, and it just seems like as time goes by that Knic is just, he's just unable to bring back this set under his control. And it seems like, I mean, the Jaehyun pick has been working out so well for him. And, yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't know what else to say, but Blaze is just pushing his lead even more. And it's looking dire for Knic at this point.
Well, Knic is trying to keep it up there with that Sair. Blaze won't make it back, so Knic at least takes one stock there. But the thing with game 1 came down to the last hit. And Blaze, I think, just adapting quite well. Like, Knic not able to get too much value out of the guitars and blasters.
Yeah, 100%.
And so we are in a situation now where Knic is in orange and has a lot of work cut out to stay in this set.
Yeah, but he's up for the task. You see, he's utilizing the platform to his advantage here. He's going back and forth between the top platform and those, you know, left and right platforms, and touching back the stage and just kind of using it to his advantage to kind of space around Blaze and space around his greatsword and avoid some of the hits. And it's definitely what he's going to need to do. But a big Sair connects. I mean, stuffs the recovery. Knic special connects, but it doesn't spike him. He's looking for maybe an end-sig perhaps. The recovery comes out. Doesn't connect, but a recovery from Blaze. The Sair connects. Blaze has him in such a bad spot right now. Knic goes for the recovery. My goodness, big Sair. Down sig comes out. 2-piece combo connects. My goodness. Knic, I mean, picks him out of guitars. Fresh guitars. What a read! Gets the recovery and gets him out of there. And just like that, Jaguars evened up.
Absolutely what Knic needed to do. And now, this is still winnable. Like, we might have a reverse 3 stock depending on how things go, but Knic on guitars still now has Blaze in light yellow. Still not too much damage this stock despite that, and so Blaze gets a 3-piece and that will take it. So that is a 3-0.
Yeah, unfortunate way for Knic to go down to elimination side in a 3-0 fashion to Blaze, a guy that you beat in the, you know, the past tournament, the Spirit Royales tournament. But hey, man, it's sad to see. But man, what do you make of that set there, Jaguar?
Well, I think the JN pick worked out really well. Blaze doing a lot of what greatsword does best, with being able to get a lot of damage off reading dodges and really playing the aerial game really well. And also, like, defensively, too, because Knic was not able to get, as the sets went on to game 2 and game 3, Knic was not able to really get too much damage off on the blasters. Guitars was able to land some hits, but really not the sort of damage-building defining feature of guitars that Nick was probably hoping for.